Coming up on Hoosier Sports Night, IU Intramural Sports is getting creative this year with new sports leagues. Find out what sport you can play without even leaving your couch. And we'll take a look at former Hoosiers who are stepping up in the big leagues. This is Hoosier Sports Night. Hello and welcome to the season 20 premiere of Hoosier Sports Night. I'm Meredith Struewing, and it's great to be back here inside Beckley's studio alongside the IUS TV Sports crew who are still working hard in the control room, just socially distant this time. And despite the Big Ten canceling fall sports seasons due to COVID-19, Hoosier Sports Night is here to bring you the latest updates and sneak peeks into how IU teams are adapting. First up is Hoosier football. Our Hoosier Sports Night reporter Jevan McCoskey brings us the latest news. Jevan?
College football was right around the corner. Until it wasn't. With the Big Ten being on the outside looking in on the upcoming fall football season, IU head coach Tom Allen has specific challenges for his players.
I've given our guys a charge, both our staff and our players. We're going to have, this is going to be our focus for the next 3 months, to sharpen your axe. That's going to be our theme. And the whole objective for me is we're going to find a way to improve this football team in every way over these next several months.
Throughout the offseason, players around the Big Ten have stated that it will be difficult to watch the season continue on without them this season. Hoosiers head coach knows that throughout this postponement, there will always be room for improvement.
Is that we all can benefit from these next several months of developing our bodies and getting our minds sharper and getting our skills sharper so we can be a better football team when we do take the field.
For IUS TV Sports, I'm Jevan McCoskey.
The Big Ten joins the Pac-12 in postponing their football seasons this fall, while the SEC, ACC, and Big 12 will play mostly conference games. Last week, 4 Hoosier teams had to temporarily pause voluntary workouts after they detected positive COVID-19 cases. Men's basketball, men's soccer, wrestling, and field hockey are the 4 programs affected by the 14 new positive cases. Any individuals who had been in close contact with the positive athletes will also be quarantined at the recommendation of the IU Athletics Medical Advisory Group. According to IU, when athletic activities do resume for these programs, they will continue to be voluntary in all sports currently permitted to engage in such activities. Local and university restrictions on in-person events have forced some organizations to get creative, so IU Rec Sports found a way to continue reaching out to students looking for some competition this fall. While the Hoosier fans can no longer ball like Jevan Morgan on the intramural court, they can play as Jevan Morgan in NBA 2K. IM Sports will be organizing a handful of esports events this semester, plus a few socially distanced in-person activities, such as a soccer skills challenge.
We still have people on campus. We still have people that are living off campus, but that are in super close proximity, and they're not getting that traditional residential university experience. But we still wanted to be able to provide a way that they could stay connected to IU. While the FIFA and NBA 2K sign-up just closed, registration for the in-person Home Run Derby is open until Monday night, September 14th. This weekend will mark the opening of the 2020 NFL season. IU has had at least one player drafted into the league every year since 2014, and players like Jordan Howard and Tevin Coleman are looking to make an impact this season. Meanwhile, several former Hoosiers are already making waves in other sports. Indiana baseball has been making a name for itself at the pro level recently, led by Kyle Schwarber, now in his 6th year with the Chicago Cubs. Schwarber already has 1 World Series ring and is in line to have another shot in the playoffs this season. Meanwhile, former Big Ten Player of the Year Alex Dickerson is finding his stride in the majors at age 30. He already has 8 home runs this year with the Giants. But as most people know, Indiana is known for its basketball.
A few Hoosiers are still left in the playoffs, like Eric Gordon and Romeo Langford, but no one is hotter than OG Anunoby, who hit this game-winning shot in Game 3 of the Eastern semifinals. The Raptors fought back in the series and will play Game 7 this Friday. And that's our show for the week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like our page IUS TV Sports on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at IUS TV Sports. For our talented and hardworking production crew behind me, I'm Meredith Struewing. We'll see you next week.